What's going on, guys? Welcome back for another Do and Don't video where we'll talk about what you should do and shouldn't do this week in GTA 5 Online. As always, we're looking for how to make the most money, the best investments, what to buy, what not to buy, the best discounts and values, and any cool, fun, or discontinued vehicles that are available during this week's update. With that said, let's get right into it. Do check out the new vehicle added to GTA Online this week, and that's the Benefactor Vorschlaghammer, the brand new four-door that I know a lot of people were patiently waiting for to drop. Now that it's finally here, I gotta say it's a super clean looking car, and at a price of 1.8 million, it's truly not that expensive. It's almost a surprise nowadays when the newest cars aren't starting at 3 million or more, so luckily they didn't do that with this one. Not only is it nice and decently priced, but it has a ton of customization options. Personally, I had to buy two of them because I wanted one just to deck out to the fullest, and then give the second one more of a classy look. Overall, if you have the money, I definitely recommend getting your hands on this vehicle. Do drift races and Issi classic races, because they're both currently double money in RP. There are a few different ways to participate in drift races. First, you can find drift races in the races category of Rockstar created jobs. You can also find drift races by going to the LS car meet and speaking with the race organizer. Then go down and select drift race series. And third, you can go on the map and find the drift race series icon, or simply go to the back of the LS car meet and find this pink circle. As for Issi classic races, you can find those by going to the stunt races category of Rockstar created jobs. On top of the double money in RP for these races, you can also complete the weekly challenge for some extra money and rewards. This week, if you participate in 6 drift races, you'll earn an extra 100k and the Rockstar helmet. You don't even need to win, you just need to participate. Don't do taxi work, even though we're getting triple money in RP this week. Look, I completely understand wanting to do something different and take it easy every now and again. Doing the same heist and sell missions gets tiring, but with pizza delivery being recently added, increased payouts on a ton of jobs and contact missions, and even something as mindless as passively sourcing crates and cargo, nightclub popularity, or sending out bail office agents, there are just too many better ways to spend your time while also making more money. I'm just saying you have even more options now if you're looking to switch it up. Do buy the Western Reaver. Right now it's 30% off for the price of 1.3 million. I don't know what you all know about this bike, but one thing for sure I can tell you is this thing is fast. You can look it up if you need to, but it's been, and is currently still, the fastest motorcycle in the game with a ridiculous top speed of 163 miles an hour. Now that's reason enough to buy it, but I'd be doing it a disservice not to mention how good it looks. I mean, straight from the website, completely stock, it's already cool, but once you put some work into it, you can make it look crazy. I don't think there's much else to say other than asking the question, do you think it's a good idea to buy the fastest motorcycle in the game at a reduced price, on top of how nice it is? I'm sure you can figure that one out for yourself. Don't buy the Western Annihilator. It's on a 40% discount for just under 1.1 million. Normally that's a great value for any vehicle, but sadly this one isn't worth it even at that reduced rate. If you play mainly or exclusively solo, don't buy the Annihilator, especially if you already have, well, any other good helicopter. It's not even like this is the stealth version, so what you're really buying is a transport copter, and if you're gonna get any use out of it, you better have friends to transport. If you do, great, then you'll actually be able to utilize its best feature, which is its ability to carry up to 6 passengers and let them rappel down from it when hovering. Otherwise, it's slow, has low armor, and doesn't have great weapons. To put it simply, it's outdated. There's so many better choppers nowadays that can do the same or better in almost every way, so while it's not necessarily the Annihilator's fault, it's just not worth it. I can think of plenty of ways to better invest that 1 million that you'd be spending here. Do buy the overflawed Tyrant. It's currently on a 40% discount for 1.5 million. This is a great value for an awesome vehicle. The biggest drawback is its lack of customizable options, but I don't hold that against it too much. I look at this car and see something that pulls off both mean and stylish at the same time. This isn't one that I care about detailed performance. It looks sick, is plenty fast, and is more than manageable to handle. So at 40% off, yeah, I'm buying that. Don't buy the Dinka Postlude. It's currently 30% off with a discounted trade price of 690,000 and a buy now of 917,000. This one's easy. If you want to deck it out and go wild with customizations, you'll probably enjoy this vehicle and more power to you. But that's about it. It's otherwise not all that special. It's not like it has the ability to add HSW, Amani Tech, or drift tuning upgrades, so it's not adding any more value than whatever you can make of it. Not saying it's an awful car or anything like that, but it's tough for me to want to spend almost $1 million plus customization costs on something that doesn't do much more than that. Do visit the gun van. There are currently 2 weapons that are discounted there that I think most players should have by now. First is the stun gun. Right now it's on a 50% discount, so you're getting an incredibly good value for what's typically a pretty expensive weapon. And it's also pretty obvious that this weapon is the preferred method for disarming and securing bail office bounty targets. The second weapon at the gun van that I think you should absolutely have by now is the railgun. I know it's on a 30% discount for GTA Plus members, but even if it's not discounted for you, I still think you should purchase this weapon if you don't already have it. It's become a go-to weapon for me when taking out heavily armored vehicles, helicopters, planes, or anything of the sort. Don't buy the Dinka Kanjo SJ. It's 30% off this week with a discounted trade price of $720,000 and a buy now of $959,000. Like the postlude, I'm going to have a similar thought process of the vehicle holding value mainly in its ability to be customized. It's otherwise not valuable to me at the price of almost $1 million plus whatever it'll cost me to add to it. Again, not a bad car, but I typically only like shelling out money for vehicles that are special in some capacity, whether that be having the ability to upgrade to HSW, install a Monitech, add drift tuning, or is in some way weaponized. The only other occasions where I'll spend on a vehicle that doesn't do any of the things I just listed are if they're incredibly unique in their design or if they have the ability to make me money, in which I'll consider that an investment. Do spin the lucky wheel. The podium vehicle this week is the Pegassi Zentorno, which is valued at $725,000 on Legendary Motorsport. I know this vehicle's been on the podium before, and I'm sure if you've been playing GTA long enough, you have one or more of these already, but it's hard for me to see it on the podium and claim that I don't want it. That livery is looking really nice, and I'm definitely trying to add that to the collection. Do try to win the LS Car Meet prize ride vehicle, which this week is the Ocelot Ardent. It's valued at just over $1.1 million on Warstock, so yes, if you're wondering, this vehicle is weaponized. In order to win this for free, you'll have to place top 5 in LS Car Meet races for 4 days in a row. Do look for discontinued vehicles, meaning any vehicles removed from the GTA websites. 5 such vehicles can be found at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport, starting with the Dubachi 770, which you can purchase for $695,000. Next is the Benefactor Straighter for $500,000. Then we have the unique BF Raptor, which you can buy for $648,000. Then we have the Declass Tornado Rat Rod for $378,000. And last we have the Dinka Enduro, a motorcycle for $48,000. Do go to the LS Car Meet and check out this week's test track vehicles, which each come with a limited time livery. If you purchase one of these cars, the livery will be unlocked from that point on. First up, we have the Pfister Comet S2, which has a Rock and Roll Legends livery. If you have the trade price unlocked, you can get this vehicle for just over $1.4 million, and if not, you can get it for its usual price of just under $1.9 million. Then we have the Pfister Growler with a tracked camo livery. If you have the trade price unlocked, you can get it for $1.2 million, and if not, you can purchase it for just over $1.6 million. And last, we have the Karen Previon with the Stance Andreas Drift Team livery. If you have it unlocked, the trade price will be just over $1.1 million, and if not, you can get it for the usual price of just under $1.5 million. Don't do weekly time trials, because this week, nah, I'm just playing. You should absolutely do these time trials. They're a great way to make some quick money, and they're something I always make sure to take care of at the beginning of each update week. This week, the HSW time trial is at Pacific Bluffs, and the regular time trial is at Elysian Island 2. Also happening in GTA Online this week, there are 2 more vehicle discounts that we haven't already talked about, starting with the Bravado Hot Ring Hellfire, which is on a 30% discount for the price of just under $1.3 million. And the other is the Ubermacht Reinhardt, also on a 30% discount for just over $1.1 million. For salvage yard robberies, the McTony robbery gives us the Enos Deity, the Gangbanger robbery gives us the Ocelot Jugular, and the cargo ship robbery gives us the BF Weevil. As usual, when we get a new vehicle added to GTA Online, at Luxury Autos we have the new Benefactor Vorschlaghammer, which you can get for the price of just over $1.8 million. And we also have the Ubermacht Niobe, one of the semi-newer vehicles, which you can get for $1.9 million. And last, back at the LS Car Meet, your HSW premium test ride this week is the Bravado Banshee. That about wraps up everything that you should and shouldn't be doing this week in GTA 5 Online. While there's once again no amazing bonuses, we got a long-awaited car added to this week's update, we have some good vehicle discounts, useful weapons at the gun van, cool podium and prize ride vehicles, limited time liveries on test track vehicles at the LS Car Meet, and some nice or unique discontinued vehicles at Simeon's. Overall, not so bad. Hope you enjoyed the update week and are able to get your hands on some of these fun and stylish rides. As always, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Skull.